Hey, hope everybody had a good and safe 4th of July. It's now the day after the 4th of July, July the 5th. We're heading into the weekend. Weather's looking quiet locally here, but we do have our eyes set on the possibility of some tropical development in the northern Gulf states. So we'll go over what we're watching here. This is water vapor imagery from Friday morning here, and this is the disturbance that we're going to be following for the next week. It looks like it's over Missouri this morning. This is the same system that was over South Texas earlier this week. It has migrated up around a big area of high pressure that's in the Gulf into Missouri this morning, and you can see it spinning on the water vapor imagery, that counterclockwise spin with that piece of energy in Missouri. So high pressure is going to work into the Texas Gulf Coast this weekend and be with us into early next week. We're going to take you through a couple of model scenarios here. This is from the European model. This is one of the more reliable long-range models, and you see how that system by Monday of next week will have tracked down into near the panhandle of Florida, at which point it does look like it's going to drift into the northeastern Gulf of Mexico, and the European model is showing signs of a little bit of organization by the middle of next week, and then moving into perhaps the panhandle of Florida. It's way too early to talk about exact track or intensity, but this is just what one weather model is talking about. This is the European, so it's something to watch at this point. The other one, the American counterpart, the GFS, is also showing that same feature in Missouri, that same area of high pressure working into the Texas Gulf Coast. Similar track here as we head toward the middle of next week, Wednesday. This is the same thing that the European was suggesting, that low tracking over the panhandle of Florida by Wednesday of next week, and then the European and the GFS diverge a little bit in their solutions, with the GFS a little bit weaker and a little bit farther to the west, closer to the Texas-Louisiana border on Saturday of next week. That is July the 13th. So none of them are really a threat at this point to the coastal bend, but this is certainly something that we're going to have to be paying attention to. Another one of the caveats to this forecast is going to be the Saharan dust. Looks like we're going to see that try to work out of the coastal bend on Sunday, but more importantly, you see how the colors get a little bit lighter by the end of next week, and specifically in the northern Gulf states. These northern Gulf locations, the dust works out, and the dust, if it were to be really thick, would be a mitigator of tropical development. So with less dust, that would be a favorable thing to act on a potential or possible tropical system. So this is the area that I think we need to be watching for the middle and later portions of next week of something maybe popping up tropical in nature. Again, it's something to watch, not worry about at this point. Historically speaking, July, that's exactly where these things tend to develop, the northern Gulf of Mexico or out on the southeastern Atlantic coastline. This is how I feel about long-range forecasting a week out. It's reasonable that something could pop up or happen. The models are both showing it, so 1 week time, it's reasonable, but it's still definitely way too early to be talking about things like specific forecasts, track, or intensity. So for the time being, just hot, hazy sunshine, and humid with breezy southeasterly winds. I don't even have rain in the forecast locally through Thursday of next week. We will keep our eyes peeled on this development all weekend and into early next week. Have a good weekend.